Hey, what's happening everyone? Journeyman here and welcome to the start of a brand new series I'm calling Where in the World. So the premise of this save is I'm going to try and spend a season in a nation that I've never managed in before. So it'll just be one season, and after that season we'll move on to a different league and a different nation, etc, etc. So there's a couple of reasons why I want to do this save. I am guilty of playing the game in a particular way in a particular region over time, and I feel like I haven't really broadened my horizons. As we know, Football Manager is a game that is rich, full of database and rich, full of detail, and I don't think I'm using it to a full extent. So with that in mind, I've decided to do a kind of a save where I just jump around to different nations all around the world. Kind of Journeyman-esque, I suppose, but Journeyman-esque has a direct goal in mind. My goal, this is going to be a personal goal, is essentially going to try and broaden my horizon of information regarding players, regarding playing styles, regarding league information, things like that, because there's a lot of leagues that are very, very peculiar that I don't really aware of, like rules in different leagues and stuff like that. It's just going to broaden my horizon, and I hope you guys get something out of it too. The way this is going to work is I've loaded up a bunch of leagues, essentially, that I'm not too familiar with, that I haven't managed in before. I've left out Europe for now. There are a lot of countries in there that I haven't managed in, but I want to try and do something a little bit different, so I'm going to try and go outside of Europe. I usually spend a lot of time in there. So we're going to start off all these leagues loaded, as you can tell, and with that in mind, it's giving me a 3-star estimated game speed. Don't worry about that. I'll be able to edit it down. It's not going to be too long. So if you guys want to play along, please do so. It's going to be a lot of fun. If you guys got any tips or advice out there for some of these nations that I haven't managed in before, I'm actually going to load up the lowest division possible too, just to make it interesting. There you go, major promotion league, perfect. Peruvian, first division only. Singapore, K-League challenge and above, perfect. Everything looks good there. Second professional team, excellent. I'm going to disable player masking because I haven't got the time to sit down and really scout all those individual players. Alright, so I don't know where I should start pre-season, so I think that's okay. July 1st, Australia, yep, that'll do. And we'll do a small database for now, but obviously I can't change that later on. But as we move on from the league, I'll remove one at a different league, etc, etc. So, alright, so yep, let's go ahead and get this loaded up. Now, obviously, the premise of this video is going to be like an introduction to the series, and then obviously we're going to try and find ourselves a club as well. Just for the, I'll start off unemployed, so I don't know where I'm going to be going. So the first order of business, I suppose, is going to be applying for a few jobs, going through the interview process, and maybe getting hired on by a club, hopefully by the end of this episode. Alright, so first order of business, let's go ahead and try and create ourselves a manager. So, I have a profile already set up. Honestly, I'm quite happy the way it looks. I was going to do something interesting and funny, but I'm not that funny, so we'll try and avoid that. So we'll use this profile, and what we'll do is we'll set all these to max, just because I need to be able to get a job in different places around the world, and to do that you need to have some of the best attributes, and especially when it comes to adaptability. So what I'm actually going to do here is I'm going to knock down some. Actually, I could just readjust it. Yeah, we'll do that. 18 adaptability should be pretty good. Adapting to a different league, that's a very important mental attribute if you're going to have it. And pretty much the style of this is going to be a very casual. I'm going to do this every single weekend. It's going to be a weekend only save, and I'll explain maybe in a different video how these saves are going to be done and what kind of order, so you guys have an idea on my upload schedule. Oh yeah, where in the world? Let me see, where in the world? All right, perfect. Okay, cool. So available jobs, we got a few on the board already. So what we're going to do is we're probably going to do an apply all situation now, and we're just going to see what turns up. Yep, really. Okay, so I've gone through, I don't know, about 500 different interviews and spent $1,000 traveling around the world interviewing at these clubs, and I finally got some responses. Now I've been offered a job at 4 different clubs, and these are one of the 4 that I will pick to manage. Now, something I didn't take into account was the fact that a lot of these leagues have already kicked off. Ideally, I'd like to start off in a preseason kind of situation rather than mid-season. So let's take a look at the 4 clubs that have offered me a job. So first up is Club Atletico Belgrano. Oh, and by the way, hands up here. I do apologize if I butcher every single name I come across. Hopefully, this will improve my pronunciation skills as well. So first up, Club Atletico Belgrano. They play in the Argentinian First Division, with 28 teams in it. I did not know there were that many teams in the Argentinian Premier League. So let's take a look at their first team squad real quick. Everyone looks pretty good there. They've already had a couple of appearances. Has the kick season only kicked off? Oh, they played in the Copa Argentina. So that's not a big deal. Cup isn't a huge deal for me. Let's go ahead and sort quickly by general information. Who's the most valuable player on the team? Matias Suarez, who is an attacking playmaker. As we can see, very talented young player. Let's also take a look at the club overview as well. That's going to be important. East South America region. Predicted to finish 16th in the table, which is kind of mid-table, I guess, with 28 teams in there. They have an election date, which is May 1st. That's not going to impact me. Let me see. Any other pertinent information? Finances are pretty good. Average ticket price £11. Average season ticket £131. That is a bargain, sir, for a whole season of football, especially the amount of clubs in this league. So, yeah, Club Atletico Belgrano actually look pretty solid. That may not be a bad option. Let's go back to the home screen and check out the other three before I make my decision. Next up is Churchill Brothers Sports Club. And by the way, I do love that name. It's an Indian National Football League side. Let's see where they are. Where they're due to finish. Where they predicted to finish. Bottom. Okay, so they're not a very good team. All right, so not a very good team. Let's take a look at the first team squad real quick. As you can see, nowhere near the quality and talent of the other team we looked at. Yeah, this could be a pretty interesting place to work, no doubt about it. Yeah, everyone looks pretty bad. So let's go to general information about the club. Average season ticket £6, £6 for an entire season. That's fantastic. See, this is the kind of stuff that I'm not really used to. It's very bizarre to be in this situation. So I'm going to give these guys probably a no. I'm going to walk away from this deal. They're only off £800 a week. Isn't bad though. How much are Belgrano offering me? 2k a week? Yeah, we're going to walk away for that one. All right, so next up is Persipan Maduro Utama, who are an Indonesian League 2 side. I think, that's the third tier, correct? Nope, second tier. The second tier of Indonesia. They've already started their season by the look of it, so I'm not particularly interested in taking over a club that have already started their season. So we're going to walk away from that deal. Next up is Sragen United, who are Indonesian team. Again, all right, so we're going to walk away from that one. So that leaves Club Atletico Belgrano. Let's take over as manager in Argentina for the first place to go. So there you go. I'm super excited to go to Argentina. I know very little about it, apart from the obvious fact that Lionel Messi play for them, Maradona, etc. They've got a very rich history of quality talent. But I'm excited to go to Argentina, a place that I have never managed before. So let's go and take a deeper look at the first team squad and see who I have to work with. It's pretty well balanced, to be honest with you. There's some very talented players there, according to my assistant manager. As you can see, a lot of good star ratings in there. Looks pretty well balanced too. Lots of depth. Could do a bit more work in middle of midfield. It looks like they prefer a kind of like a 4-2-3-1 formation with two holding midfielders, as you can see from the defensive midfielder priority there. Attacking midfielders in place. Again, this is something we'll look at more deeply in the next episode, which will be episode 2, which should be out tomorrow. So we'll take a deeper look there and we'll work out a tactic for this team. Let's also take a quick look at the schedule and see how this lines up. So, all right, so everything looks pretty good. Obviously playing in the Premier Division this year. And there's, again, millions of teams. I still can't get over that, to be honest with you. But there you have it. That's pretty much going to wrap up this video. It was just a quick introduction to the series itself and obviously trying to find ourselves a club. So that pretty much was the gist of the episode. Should we go through this real quick? Nah, let's not go through that. How about staff-wise? No assistant manager. I've got to fix that. Got millions of scouts, which is good. Physio looks pretty good too. So we'll work on getting some more coaching staff in in the next episode, and then obviously we'll work out a tactic and maybe try and find some players to get the scouting team going, find some quality Argentinian talent. So thank you guys so much for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed this first episode of Where in the World. Hope it's going to be a very fun series. This will pretty much, hopefully, will last all the way through Football Manager 2018, and we'll try and get through as many countries as we can. So again, I'll be here for one whole season. We'll try and achieve what we can achieve, and then we'll move on to a different nation. So thank you guys so much for watching this video. Hope you guys enjoyed it. If you are looking forward to the series, remember to hit smash like on the button. If you want to see more videos by me in the future, please hit subscribe, turn notifications on. Thank you once again for watching. I'll see you all in the next part. Goodbye, everyone. Goodbye.